Live from the beautiful Ritz-Carlton in Palm Springs, California. I'm Travis Moody here for A Toy Kind of Mood. You know, today I got these 3 re-releases. I never bought them. So this video goes out to the new collector, the COVID collector, the person who jumped on Marvel Legends. Because Marvel Legends is kicking ass. I thought they had a strong 2023 and their 2024 has been amazing. So why not capitalize on that? Obviously. Big news, right? Especially coming off the heels of D23 last weekend. The Red Hulk, Thunderbolt Ross. We saw him in the trailer from Comic-Con. We got Daredevil coming out. Not sure when. Supposed to be like 16 to 20 something episodes. They did bring out the whole cast at D23. Kingpin is obviously going to be a big part of that. Vincent D'Onofrio. And of course we got the 60s throwback. Maybe touch on the modern era. We got Silver Surfer. Now, it's not going to be Norrin Rad, but we got a re-release of a damn good figure. Which of these Marvel Legends re-releases is a must? Which one do you need? If you could only buy one, I'm going to break that down how I normally do with the mini reviews and whiskey. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we got the Red Hulk, Kingpin on the retro Spider-Man card, and the Silver Surfer. We'll be right back. Let's break these down, compare them, and contrast them. Kick it off with number 3 of the re-releases is the mighty Red Hulk. Yes, I don't have my normal setup. I'm in a hotel room at the Ritz. It's a fancy place, but it's not the best place to record video. But whatever, I did it at Comic-Con and it worked. So here we go. The same exact packaging from the Target exclusive 2000. It is a straight up re-release. We're not going to get anything different, or at least we think that. Let's open it and let's get Thunderbolt Ross out of the packaging. And as you can see, you got the Ed McGuinness art, and on the back, little mini bio. Looks great. Can't wait to snap it open and smash it. So let's get this straight out of the way right now. I was not collecting Marvel Legends in the year 2020. So I don't have this. In fact, I don't have any of these releases. So it's going to be new to me. And if you're watching and you never bought any of these, then you're going to really love this video. If you've been collecting Marvel Legends for a long time, I'm shocked you're watching this video. All these figures have been reviewed 3, 4, several years ago. That's why there's not many people doing coverage of it right now, because there's no point, except unless you're a new collector. Look at that face sculpt. It's terrific. It looks awesome. The only thing is it's not exactly Thunderbolt Ross-like, but they did everything well. All the paint job is great right around the eyes. Look at the detail there. It's a little more Banner than Ross, wouldn't you say? Best part of this Hulk, though, is the shading. Look at the torso. It's not just a simple red. There's like some kind of airbrush technique going all the way around. As you can see, different shades. It's almost like an orange, peachy orange, strawberry, rubbing against that cherry. So you got all kind of different red shading. Definitely adds texture value there to the torso and the arms. Really makes them pop out instead of just this big red thing with lines. So they did a good job. Pants, more or less the same. They are the same sculpt as previous Hulks. They are pinned knees and pretty much you do get a double knee, but it's pinned. And then we want to look at the articulation. We only have a single joint on the arm, but you know, he's Hulk. Of course, you got the arm swivel there, upper bicep swivel. This one's all the way around. And you got that nice butterfly joint there. So that was pretty great for 2020. I think that's when we started doing that. Got a 360 torso, a little bit of an ab crunch, goes all the way back. Head, not much tilt either up or down, but sideways you do. You got a 360 on there. You got your wrist swivel, and it's on a horizontal hinge. Of course, you got opposite hands, and that's the problem. We only got, for the accessories, we've only got hands. It would have been nice to have, you know, some flaming effects. Shout out to Wade Merrick, Udias in the house, of course. Unparalleled Universe. He suggested that we should have gotten a Thunderbolt Ross face sculpt included in here. Just some kind of other alternative face sculpt would have been great. I like it. I think it's real dope. Probably could have been on top of many lists, but seems the least exciting of the 3 releases. These are probably sitting around at Target right now. Shout out to K-Wish, who picked this up for me when it was heard that they were dropping a re-release, and there was a little bit of a rush, but now they're starting to sit and people are kind of waiting on a clearance. But if you can get it, you know, if you can get this for 25 or 30 bucks instead of the 45 bucks or whatever that it's out there, But I think for $39.99, it's strong value. I'm going to go 4 whiskeys out of 5 for our dude, Thunderbolt Ross. All right, but unlike our big red freaky friend, Thunderbolt Thaddeus Ross, we've got an extra head sculpt, and we'll go over that in a bit. But my favorite part about this fig is just the awesome bruised sculpt that this Kingpin has. Look at that. That's just a great close-up look. Even the teeth have some grit to them. Awesome job all the way around. Yeah, there looks to be some black paint there, kind of, if you want to get super picky, but look at the veins popping out. It's got a little bit of plastic there underneath the ears that are kind of chipped out. I like all the scars in the back. Everything looks good, man. This is instantly one of my favorite face sculpts I've ever seen in Marvel Legends. Again, this is all new to me, damn it. It's all new to me, and if it's all new to you, then you're watching the right video. That's the point of this. Taking Wilson Fisk back a bit, this is the same build-a-figure body, same build-a-figure face that we've got here. The main difference is we got the dark eyebrows instead of the grayered ones, so that's good, and that's a normal face. But this is the winner. But it's good that we have two, because you wouldn't just want the bruised look, and then this one's kind of plain. It's kind of boring. It's fine, but man, the bruise sculpt is so good. A lot of times the shouting faces are not the best. That's why we would have been nice to have another Hulk face. This one automatically wins just because of that. But the rest of the details are pretty sweet as well. We got this scarf ascot kind of thing. Got nice detail, gold button. I mean, look at the paint detail just on the buttons on the dress shirt alone. And we'll take off the jacket to see that. You get the handkerchief. You got your hand here, and then he's got the big ring, ruby red. You're gonna punch some brains out unless he runs into the other Hawkeye. He doesn't want to see Kate Bishop. But yeah, it's a build-a-figure, so it's gonna easily pop out the arms right there, and so don't be worried that, oh, my thing's kind of flimsy. That's gonna happen when you articulate it, and it's on a single elbow because, you know, it's old, but you got the cuffs there, got the buttons, nice detail in the pockets. It's white, but at least they gave some detail. Not a whole lot of shading or anything like that, but enough creases to make it look pretty cool and pretty real. Take a look at those shoes. Look at that. Those are some gaiters, man. That's nice. Look at even the laces got detail, very shiny. So, man, this is a really strong, good figure. Course, once again, single jointed, so we're going old school, but it's not like you're going to do a whole lot of crazy dynamic posing or anything like that. Let's take off the jacket. So the best thing about it being a build-a-figure is popping open those arms. Easy to take off the jacket. Now there is a problem with this, obviously. I think you guys see it already. As we got the dress shirt underneath this, which would have been the jacket, so it doesn't quite fit the rest of what he's got going on here, but it's not the biggest deal of the world. So he just has these two hands, unlike Hulk with the two. I'll definitely take a face sculpt and a crystal cane over that any day. The only thing is his hand doesn't squeeze enough to hold the cane, so it's a little loose to be holding the cane. Guess unless he holds it like this. So, but even without the jacket, it's pretty solid with the vest all the way around. So lots of options. In case you were wondering about articulation 4 years later, got the diaphragm rocker, of course, 360 upper torso. I mean, there's just going to be, it's just a big round ball. His belly, lower torso, there's no crunch or anything like that. There's not a whole lot of give here. It can kind of go back. Obviously, his head's not going to go down a whole lot or up. Don't really have a whole lot of a tilt. You get the 360 here. Got the wrist swivel with the horizontal hinges. Got the T-pose. I mean, look at that. Legs easily pop off because they came with figures back in the day. So if any figure needs an improvement, and that's why he's number 2 on the list, it's this Kingpin. It's very dated, but very good. Very nice looking cosmetically, but play with it long enough and it's going to feel like a Tonka, a Lego brick or something. So that's kind of weak. Otherwise, cosmetically, he's the real deal. I'm going to go 4.25 out of 5 whiskeys for my guy Wilson, the Kingpin. I don't know about you, but for whatever reason, I always just want to put Norrin Rad in the Randy Orton RKO pose. Hey, there's nothing you can say. All right, I'll stop singing. Anyway, it's Silver Surfer. He's number 1 on this reuse list, despite being pinned, which is just such a thing of the past. Of course, this was a 2018 Walgreens exclusive. I don't even think that's even a thing anymore. But man, he's shiny. He's shiny. The metallic silver sheen is a damn good chrome replica. Yeah, the pins are there, but when you're this shiny and you're this silvery, you can kind of get away with it. How awesome would this have been without the pins? Give us that new amazing fantasy Spidey Buck with a Silver Surfer. Maybe that's what's happening, and that's why we're getting these leftover re-releases, but I couldn't hesitate. I've had a glaring hole in my collection, and that was Norrin, and I'm just happy to have him back. He's just all metallic silver paint, a little bit of black on the lips, a little bit of black on the outline of the eyes, a little bit of white pupil. Everything else is just this gorgeous metallic sheen. Wow, instantly one of my faves. If you don't have this one, he's on just about every fan channel there is, so go grab you one. I believe it's a Famazon exclusive, and you get this metallic silver board. Looks like got a little bit of an engraving, a crater circle there, so that's kind of taken away from that. The funny part of it is, of the 3 figures I'm reviewing, this one feels the most deluxe, and he's $24.99, while the others are, I believe, $44.99 or $39.99. So why? We got these 2 amazing translucent yellow majestic blast effects we've seen with Doctor Strange, Magneto, and 8,000 other Marvel Legends, but for some reason this one just feels a little different, a lot more bubbles or something. I don't know. I don't have the other ones to compare. Again, I'm in a hotel. I don't have my collection with me. I'm doing my best, but we don't just have the 2 Randy Orton hands. We've got 2 Kung Fu fighting hands, Kung Fu fighting in space hands, and we got 2 fisties in space hands. So we got 3 sets of hands, 6 hands total. Pretty great. But the board could be a little too thin because you can't do a whole lot of crazy poses in it. Let's show off a couple. As you can see, Norrin has very little wiggle room on his board, and there's only 1 peg on it, so it makes it a little difficult. You don't want more than 1 peg because then it takes away from the aesthetics of the board, which does have those nice 5 lines running across it. And actually the ring light gives it a pretty cool effect. Okay, man, this guy still poses pretty well, obviously with that amount of articulation in the butterfly joints and the double pinned knees and elbows. But regardless, it's going to be great to pose, but hard to stand. It'll happen, I promise. But yeah, this guy's fun. Look at this. Okay, hands free. Not bad, not bad. I'm not the greatest in the world posing, but yeah, this is fun. And then finally, shout out to Anthony's Customs, who totally ripped it in his review with some of these poses. Just fantastic. I couldn't emulate exactly what he did, but I like this one. He's daydreaming of a world without a Galactus. Then again, he needs to feed in him. Look, check it out. This figure's amazing. Despite how old it is, it's close to 6 years old, 7 years old at this point. I'm going 4.5 out of 5 whiskeys. You get all those accessories. Despite the pins, it's a damn near perfect, awesome figure. If they gave it that amazing Spidey body, current, up to date, it'd be a top contender. But as far as a re-release, this one's the king of the day. Alright, and while I don't have any other figures to compare, sorry I don't get Daredevil, Spidey, other Hulks, a small Banner, other versions of Silver Surfer, Kingpin, and the Hulk, what have you, this will give you a great idea of the size comparisons within this re-release realm that we get here. Look, should we get updates, are you okay with the re-releases? Should we have gotten these pinless? Alright, for a Toy Kind of Mood, I'm Trav Moody. I'll catch you guys at the Ritz-Carlton. Toy Owl. I think there's a Toy Owl there. There's plenty of toys, trust me.